Hey anime fans, this is Chris Bolts and I am coming in with a video looking at the spring 2026 season lineup for Crunchyroll. Now we're getting ready to come off the awesome winter 2025 season. We had the Jujutsu Kaisen that was there with us, seems to be a hero, Frieren, Fire Force, so many great anime, new ones like Noble Reincarnation, which is a good surprise. Kaya-chan isn't scary, but let me tell you something right now. The spring 2026 lineup is looking phenomenal. And I was going to originally try to get a subscription to High Dive, but I don't think I'm going to be able to watch anything on High Dive because Crunchyroll is going to be consuming so much of my time. I wonder how I'm going to be able to cover a lot of all of this. But before I do get into the content right here and start looking at these anime, do make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. All that stuff really does help me out. Now, let's go ahead and start taking a look at this right here. And we're just going to start right at the top. We've got Demons of the Shadow Realm. And if you guys want to look at the trailers, you can easily go to the Crunchyroll website and click on their news tab and the trailers will be right there. We got Demons of the Shadow Realm, which is coming from the creator of Full Metal Alchemist. Two twins find themselves in a battle between those who can control supernatural beings called demons. It's kind of reminiscent of Elric and his brother, I think it was Alphonse or something. Brothers that had powers in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Got the same thing going right here, which I am very excited to watch. Witch Hat Atelier, which I said in my prior preview of the trailer was a cross between Black Clover and Frieren. I said I'm going to be covering this anime, and I will. But I tell you what, there's so many other anime that are coming out that I'm definitely going to be covering, and we're not even getting started on this right here. Here's the other one, the Elbaf Arc Season 2. After 1,155 episodes, we finally get Season 2 of One Piece. It's going to be starting off with the Elbaf Arc. Luffy and the Straw Hats are going to the legendary land of the giants, and they're going to have some really good adventures there. Can't wait to definitely see that. And we're definitely going to go back to covering One Piece. One Piece is my anime, and coming off that awesome live action season 2 adaptation of One Piece, everything is riding high on this. And then we also got that video of Eiichiro Oda dropping what the One Piece is into the ocean, basically setting off the golden age of pirates in real life. So if you're interested in trying to find that in the depths of the ocean, he put it out there for you. It's all there for you to find, just like Goldie Roger there. Then we got right at the bottom, Re:Zero, starting life in another world. This is one of the top 3 isekai. And the other one, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Season 4, both of these are the top 3 isekai, the other one being Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. Those are the top 3. I'm glad Mushoku Tensei Season 3, or maybe it's 4, is not coming out at the same time as this one, because I don't know if I can handle that. That is a lot that's going to be coming out right here. We know that Subaru is going into the desert to find the sage at Pleiades Watchtower, and then over here in That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, the Rimuru is dream of creating an alliance of humans and monsters grows closer to being fulfilled. That's going to be an exciting one. Can't wait for that one. Then we got Core 3 of Dr. Stone's Science Future. This is one of the best shonen anime that I have ever watched. I am excited for this. They're finally getting ready to go to the moon to figure out who Dr. Y is, or Mr. Y, they call him. They call him Mr. Y because there was that one broadcast when he discovered that there were still humans on Earth. So they're trying to go to the moon. Can't wait for this one. This is going to be the conclusion of Dr. Stone. Man, I'm going to be so sad that it goes. And then we got a lot of new anime that are coming out. Some of these I'm not going to watch. I do try to watch the first episode to see if it's something that I might be interested in. And there are some surprises this winter 2025. I fell in love with Hanakimi, which is kind of weird because Hanakimi is semi-LGBT. But I like the anime. And then I like In the Clear Moonlit Dusk, like that one. Kaya-chan Isn't Scary is another one. Noble Reincarnation, Kuno, The Sorcerer Can See. Those are all good anime that I decided to go ahead and watch for the first time because, man, they were really great. So we got 100 scenes of Awajima, Agents of the Four Seasons, Dance of Spring, an observation log of my fiance who calls herself a villainess. I'm so tired. I'm so over the villainous anime. Although there is one that is showing on this at this point in time in the winter 2025 called The Holy Grail of Eris. I actually like that one. I really like Holy Grail of Eris. If you guys like an anime with good political intrigue, that's the one you want to check out. Then we go down here, we got Ascendance of a Bookworm. I've never seen Ascendance of a Bookworm, but this looks kind of interesting right here. I don't know if I have to watch any of the other Ascendance of a Bookworm anime, but I definitely do think this one looks kind of interesting. Botan Kamina fully blossoms when drunk. That might be an interesting one. Classroom of the Elite 4th season. I've never seen Classroom of the Elite. I've heard good things about this anime, but I would have to go back and watch the first 3 seasons, and I really don't have time for that. I just picked up Sword of the Demon Hunter, which is on Hulu. Hulu Plus, by the way, have a lot of the anime that appear on High Dive. So if you have a Hulu subscription, yeah, I would not worry about getting a High Dive subscription unless you want to watch them first on High Dive before they get ported over to Hulu. On the other hand, I'm just gonna stick with my subscription to Hulu and watch all the anime over there. Plus, they're gonna have Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. I don't know if that's coming out this season. I hope it's not, man. My plate's gonna be so full. And then we got, again, Demons of the Shadow Realm. Dorohedoro Season 2 is finally coming out. I watched this all the way back in 2021, I believe, on Netflix. We are finally getting season 2, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch Dorohedoro season 1 to get all caught back up so I can get ready for Dorohedoro season 2. And that is completely awesome. Then we got Aaron the Southpaw. I wonder if this is a fighting anime. No, it's not. It says a single act of graffiti sparks a bond that could heal or break 2 young artists. I'm still gonna check out the first episode. We'll see what that one is like. Even a replica can fall in love. A replica of a young schoolgirl tries to define her own life after falling for a fellow classmate. That might be interesting. Girls can't be kind to otaku. At first, when I first looked at this, I thought they were getting ready to do fusion. Oh my goodness. No, but this is another harem anime. A young otaku meets 2 gals in his class who may have the same secret fandoms as him. Yeah, that looks like it should be pretty interesting. Then we got Ghost Concert. Go for it, Nakamura-kun. I like this animation style right here. It's reminiscent of the animation style for Ranma 1/2. I don't think it's from the same creator though. I made friends with the second prettiest girl in my class. What happened to the first prettiest girl in the class? And then we got I Want to End This Love Game. Kujima, Why Sing When You Can Warble? Kusanoki's Garden of Gods. Then we got Liar Game. This one looks pretty interesting. Now Kanzaki receives a strange letter on 100 million yen and learns she has been selected for the Liar Game. This is another one of those death games, kind of like Alice in Borderlands, if you will. So I'm definitely going to check that one out. Marriage Toxin. This is kind of the inverse of Spy Family. Hikaru Geru, an elite assassin and heir to a family of masters, must find a bride to protect his sister. Very interesting. I will definitely be checking that one out. Mistress Kanan is devilishly easy. Interesting. Needy Girl Overdose. I don't know. I think this is maybe a witch girl. OMG Kawaii. Angel seeks fame, but behind her smile, there's more than meets the eye. We'll see. Well, we shall see. And then, of course, we already went over One Piece and ReZero. I didn't know there's a 3rd season for Reborn and the Vending Machine coming out, so there's another one I gotta watch. Rent a Girlfriend season 5 is coming out. Oh my goodness, there's just so much that's gonna be coming here. I am currently watching Rooster Fighter on Hulu. If you guys are interested in that, please check out Rooster Fighter on Hulu or on Crunchyroll, because it's coming to Crunchyroll apparently. This is an awesome anime. The last episode was just phenomenal. They got a bunch of roosters and chickens that can run around, and they know how to fight. They're killing off demons, saving humanity from demons. Of course, humanity wants to turn around and eat the chickens, but I digress on that point. Chicken is good, especially fried chicken. Then we got Snowball Earth. This one looks kind of interesting. After 10 years in space, Tetsuo returns to a frozen Earth to keep a promise to his robot friend and comrade. Very interesting premise. Of course, there's Slime again. The Angel Next Door spoils me rotten too. This looks like it's another second season. Will have to go back and watch the first season. I probably won't be doing that. Did I actually watch the Angel Next Door spoils me rotten? I think I did. Let me just go over here and pull up another Crunchyroll over on the other side. I think I did watch the first season. So if I did, it's another one where I'm gonna have to sit there and watch another season of an anime that I don't even remember if I watched. Let's see. Yes, I did. I did watch this. So I have to watch The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten Season 2. There's another one. Oh my goodness. I am already exasperated and I have not even started watching any of these anime. Then here's another one. The beginning after they end season 2. The first season was absolute garbage. It was nothing but a slideshow presentation. But I am invested in this anime, so I'm going to be watching this one too. I hope it's more animated. If the first episode is a PowerPoint presentation, I am going to be so... I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be disappointed. Maybe I'll just be so happy because now I have another anime that I can just completely rip on, like with One Punch Man Season 3. The Drops of God, Shizuku, Kanzaki, and Issei Tomine face off in a test of their wine knowledge to secure their father's estate. Another YouTuber that I subscribe to, the Casual Reviewer, was talking about this one, about how they go off in there and it's very intricate about the process of wine tasting and the making of wine. I actually won't watch this. I watched Bartender. I didn't know Bartender, by the way, was a remake. There is an earlier version of Bartender, which I think is on Amazon Prime Video, but the remake is absolutely phenomenal. It's just nothing about a bartender who is serving alcoholic beverages. That's it. So I will definitely check this one out here. The Food Diary of Miss Maid. I don't know about that one. The klutzy class monitor and a girl with the short skirt. I like a little bit of fan service. The Strongest Job is apparently not a hero or a sage, but an appraiser. Provisional. This is another one of those isekai where they got a really long title. It actually is not an isekai. It's probably just a fantasy anime where the strongest person is not the hero, but is someone that is an appraiser. And that reminds me of Atelier Meister was something similar like this. He wasn't an appraiser or anything like that, but the Atelier Meister, that was one where he was an aloof character that had a really strong, overpowered ability to go in there and create whatever he wanted to. The Warrior Princess and the Barbaric King, I am definitely going to check this one out. I think this one was delayed from winter 2025, so they're finally going to be showing it in spring 2026. Cannot wait for that one. Oh my God, really? Welcome to Demon School Itama-kun Season 4 is coming out. Oh my Lord, that's one of my favorite anime. I absolutely love Itama-kun. Cannot wait for that one. Then we got Wisteria Wand and Sword Season 2. I already did a preview of this one. Definitely going to be checking this one out. I love the first season of Wisteria Wand and Sword. If you like Mashal Burn Dead, or if you like Harry Potter, you will definitely like Wisteria Wand and Sword. I recommend that you go and watch Season 1 to be prepared for Season 2. Absolutely great anime right there. And of course, we got Witch Hat Atelier, which I said I'm going to be covering. And there's a lot of to be announced. Now, there is one that this was not mentioned up here that will be part of spring 2026, and that's Sekiro. I don't see Sekiro off in here. That's another one that I'm going to be checking out here. And then we got some other anime that's going to be continuing. Detective Conan is always going to be continuing. That's not going to be going anywhere. I did try to watch Digimon Beat Break, but I just got bored with it, so I kind of checked out of it. Scum of the Brave is actually a sleeper hit that started out this season. It's a really good anime. I recommend that you guys check that one out if you got time for it. Star Detective Precore. Yeah, that's another one that's going to be continuing everything. So Spring 2026 is going to be jam-packed. I don't know where I'm going to have all the time for this. I got to do the YouTube. I got to do my streaming. I got to work on my book. By the way, my developmental editor came back with the highlights and critiques of my Western novella, which I got to go back and work on now. Plus, I got my regular 9 to 5. Oh my Lord, where does all the time fly? Plus, I got to do some gaming and all that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Plus, I got to read books. Gotta read books and everything, trying to stay busy with all of this. But man, I am so excited for a lot of this anime that is going to be coming out. Crunchyroll is on a roll. I know some of you guys may not like Crunchyroll, but hey, they're the kings of anime for a reason, because they go out there and get stuff like this and put it on the channel for everybody to go ahead and check out. Which anime are you guys excited for? Jump down in the comments and let me know what you guys think, and make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. All that stuff really does help me out. And remember, this is Chris Bolt signing off, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take it easy.